today? We are discussing about the capacitance of a transmission line and some problems related to the three-phase line inductance. Okay, in that first, there are six conductors in a double circuit line. Okay, we are having the six conductors. Okay, each conductor have a radius of 12 mm. Each conductor has a radius of 12 mm. Okay, the six conductors are arranged horizontally. Okay, the six conductors are arranged horizontally. Okay, the center to center distance between the conductors is 2 meters. Okay, the center to center between the conductors is 2 meters. That means we are having a distance between A to B is the 2 meters and B to C is the 2 meters and C to A dash is 2 meters and A dash to B dash is 2 meters and also B dash to C dash is also 2 meters. Okay, sequence of the conductors are from left to right. Okay, the conductors are from left to right. Okay, calculate the inductance per phase of a system. Okay, we calculate the inductance L. Okay, this is the given problem, that is A, B, C and A dash, B dash, C dash conductors. Okay, these conductors are arranged from left to right. Okay, these are the six conductors, that is A, B, C and A dash, B dash and C dash. Okay, these six conductors are arranged in line from left to right. Okay, from left to right. Okay, the distance between A to B conductor is 2 meters and B to C conductors is 2 meters and C to A dash is 2 meters and A dash to B dash is 2 meters and B dash to C dash is also 2 meters. Okay, this is the given question. By using these distances and by using that radius, we determine the inductance. Okay, we determine the inductance. Okay, what is the inductance formula? Inductance L is equal to the 0.2. This is the inductance L, that is equal to the 0.2 log E dm by ds. Okay, 0.2 log E dm by ds. Okay, this is the inductance per kilometer per phase. Okay, therefore L is equal to 0.2 log E dm by ds. Okay, next we calculate the dm and the ds. Okay, dm and the ds. Okay, what is the formula for that dm? Dm is equal to the fourth root of dsa, dsb, dsc. Okay, dm is equal to the root of dsa, dsb, dsc. Okay, same we calculate the ds also. Ds is equal to the cubed root of that dm is also equal to cubed root of dsa, root of dsa, dsb, dsc. Okay, only root of dsa, dsb and dsc. Okay, same as that of we calculate the ds also. ds is equal to the cubed root of dsa, dsb and dsc, dsa, dsb, dsc. Okay, first we calculate the dsa. Okay, first we calculate the dsa. Okay, how we will calculate that ds? We are having the two formulas. Okay, we are having the two formulas. First one is the fourth root of daa, daa dash, next d a dash a, next d a dash a. Okay, daa, a dash, a dash, a dash, a dash a. Okay, r we write down dsa is equal to the r, dsa is equal to square root of, okay, dsa is equal to square root of r dash. This is the self GMR. R dash is the self GMR. Okay, r dash into d a to a dash. Okay, what is the distance between a to a dash? Okay, that will be substitute in this formula. First we calculate the r dash. First we calculate the r dash. Okay, what is the formula for that r dash? Therefore r dash is equal to that is the self GMR, geometrical mean radius. R dash is equal to the 0.7788 into r. Okay, 0.7788 into r. What is the r? That is radius, 12 millimeters. Okay, that will be given in that question. That is 12. 12 into millimeter means the 10 power minus 3 meters. 10 power minus 3 meters. Okay, then r dash is equal to the 0.7788 into 12 into 10 power minus 3 . Okay, that is equal to 0.0093456 meters. Okay, that is the GMR. That is the GMR, geometrical mean radius. Okay, and then we substitute GMR in DSA formula. Okay, what is the DSA formula? That is square root of r dash. R dash means the GMR. R dash is the GMR. Okay, into DAA dash. Okay, into DAA dash. Okay, what is the r dash? That is 0.0093456. Okay, that is the r dash. Okay, next we find out the DAA dash. Next we find out the DAA dash. Okay, this is the A and this is the A dash. Okay, what is the distance between this A to A dash? Okay, in the previous problem, we observe this is the conductors and this is the A conductor and this is the A dash conductor. Okay, what is the distance between A to A dash means the, what is that? That is square root of 4 d1 square plus d2 square plus d2 square. Okay, this is the distance between the A to A dash. Okay, this is the distance between the A to A dash. Okay, but in this problem, the conductors are in the horizontal line. Okay, the conductors are placed in the horizontal line. Okay, in the previous problems, the conductors are arranged in the parallel. Okay, that's why the distance between A to A dash is the square root of 4 d1 square plus d2 square. Okay, 4 d1 square plus d2 square. Okay, but in this problem, the conductors are arranged in the horizontal plane. Okay, that is mentioned in the problem also. Okay, that the conductors are arranged in the horizontal plane. Therefore, what is the distance between A to A dash means that we add the distances between A to A dash. That is 2 plus B2C is 2 plus C to A dash is the 2. Okay, therefore 2 plus 2 plus 2, 4 meters. 4 plus 2, that is 6 meters. Okay, that is 6 meters. Okay, that is 6 meters. Okay, this is the distance between the A to A dash. Okay, that will be substitute in this formula. Okay, otherwise we substitute this value, sir. That is, what is the distance between DAA, that is the self GMR R dash. Okay, into A to A dash. A to A dash is the 6. Okay, into A dash to A dash. A dash to A dash is the self GMR. into a dash to a, that is also 6. Okay, or we calculate by using this formula also. Okay, DSA is equal to the square root of r dash into a dash. A dash means what is the distance between A to A dash? That is 6 meters. Okay. Therefore, R dash is the 0.99, 0.009346 into 6. Okay, that is equal to 0.2368 meters. Okay, this is the GMR of phase A. GMR of phase A. Okay, next we calculate the DSB. Okay, next we calculate the DSB. Okay, what is the formula for that DSB? That is square root of R dash, square root of R dash into D B to B dash. Okay, DB to B dash. Okay, this is the formula for that DSB. Okay, this is the formula for that DSB. Okay, in the previous problem, if the conductors are arranged in parallel, okay, if the conductors are arranged in this parallel, okay, this is A, B, C. This is A dash and this is B dash. Next, this is C dash. Okay, what is the distance between B to B dash? That is D2. Okay, that is D2. Okay, the distance between A to B is the D1. Okay, the distance between A to A dash is the D2. Okay, therefore, the distance between B to B dash is also D2. Okay, what is the distance between A dash to B in this case? A dash to B or A to B dash. Okay, that is square root of D1 square, that is square root of D1 square plus D2 square. Okay, that is square root of D1 square plus D2 square. That is the distance between A to B dash or A dash to B. Okay, or A dash to B or B dash to C dash or B dash to C. This is when the conductors are arranged in the parallel. Okay, but in this case, the conductors are arranged in horizontal plane. Okay, in this case, the conductors are arranged in the horizontal plane. Next, then, what is the distance between B to B dash? Okay, that will be calculated by using this. That is, the distance between B to B dash is the distance between B to B dash. Okay, this is the B point and this is the B dash point. Okay, what is the distance between B to C? That is 2 plus C to A dash 2 plus A dash to B dash is 2. Okay, 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 2. That is also equal to the 6 meters. Okay, that is also equal to the 6 meters. Okay, that is the distance between B to B dash. Okay, that is the distance between B to B dash. Okay, then substitute DSB is equal to R dash into 6 meters. Okay, what is that R dash? That is 0.009346. Okay, that is the DSB. Okay, after that we calculate DSC. Then we calculate DSC. DSC. Okay, what is the formula for that DSC? That is equal to the square root of R dash into DCC dash. Okay, R dash into DCC dash. Okay, what is the value for that r dash, that is self GMR 0.0093456. Okay, next, what is the distance between C to C dash? Okay, that will be observed in the previous diagram. That will be observed in this diagram. What is the distance between C to C dash? Okay, that is A C to A dash is 2 meters plus A dash to B dash is 2 meters plus B dash to C dash is also 2 meters. Then 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 2, that is equal to the 6 meters. Okay, that is the distance between the C to C dash. Okay, that is the distance between the C to C dash. Okay, next we calculate the DSC. DSC, that is equal to square root of 0.093456 into 6, that is 0.2368 meters. Okay, that is 0.2368 meters. Okay, next we calculate the self GMD or GMR, that is DS. Okay, therefore DS is equal to the cube root of DSA, DSB, DSC. Okay, cube root of DSA, DSB, DSC. Okay, then what is the value? That is DAB is equal to fourth root of DAB, DAB dash, DA dash B and DA dash B dash. By using these formulas, then we calculate the DM is equal to the, DM is equal to the DSA, DSB, DSC. Okay. In this case, DAB. Okay, DAB, AB dash, A dash B, A dash B dash. Okay, what is the distance between A to B? A to B is 2 meters. Okay, A to B is the 2 meters. A to B is the 2 meters. Next, A dash to B dash. Sorry, A to B dash. Next, A to B dash. Okay, then we calculate the distance between the A to B dash. Okay, A to B dash is the 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Okay, this is the B dash. Okay. Therefore, 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 2, that is equal to the 8 meters. Okay, that is equal to the 8 meters. Okay, that is the distance between A to B dash. Okay, the distance between A to B dash is 8 meters. Okay, then substitute these values. Then find out the DAB. Okay, DAB is equal to the fourth root of DAB, DAB dash, DA dash B and DA dash B dash. Okay, A to B distance is the 2 meters and A to B dash is the 8 meters and A dash to B. Okay, this is the A dash and A dash to B. Okay, what is the distance between A dash to B? Okay, A dash. Okay, this is the A dash. This is the B. Okay, what is the distance between A dash B? That is 2 meters plus 2 meters. That is equal to the 4 meters. Okay, the distance between A dash to B or B to A dash or B to A dash is equal to the 4 meters. Okay, each side in the same length. That's why they are taken as 4 meters. Okay, 4 meters. Okay, substitute 8 into 4. Next, A dash to B dash. Okay, this is the A dash and B dash. Okay, what is the distance between A dash to B dash? That is equal to 2 meters. Okay, that is equal to 2 meters. That is equal to 3.364 meters. Okay, that is equal to 3.364 meters. Okay, next we calculate DBC. DBC, that is equal to fourth root of DBC, DBC dash, DB dash C, DB dash C dash. Okay, DB dash C dash. Next, fourth root of B to C. Okay, what is the distance between B to C? That is equal to 2 meters. That is equal to 2 meters into what is the distance between B to C dash? Okay, B to C dash. This is the B to C dash. Okay, what is the distance? That is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Okay, that is the distance between B to C dash. Okay, 2 plus 2, 4. 4 plus 2, 6. 6 plus 2, 8 meters. Okay, this is the distance between B to C dash is the 8 meters. Okay, B to C dash is equal to the 8 meters. Okay, that's why that is the distance between B to C dash. Okay, that is the distance between B to C dash. Okay, B to C dash is 8 meters into B dash to C. Okay, into B dash to C. Okay, what is this? That is B dash to C is 2 plus 2. That is equal to 4 meters. Okay, B dash to C is 2 plus 2. That is equal to 4 meters. That is equal to 4. Next, B dash to C dash. Next, B dash to C dash. Okay, this is B dash and C dash. B dash to C dash is equal to 2 meters. Okay, that is equal to 2 meters. Okay, same as that of we calculate DCA. Okay, what is that formula? That is fourth root of DCA, DCA dash, DC dash A, DC dash A dash. Okay, DC dash A dash. That is equal to fourth root of what is the value for that C to A? Yeah, C to A. Okay, this is the C and this is the A. Okay, what is the distance between C to A? That is 2 plus 2. That is equal to 4. Okay, that is equal to 4. 4 into CA dash. Okay, what is the distance between C to A dash? That is 2 meters. C to A dash is equal to 2 meters. Okay, 2 into C dash to A. Next, C dash to A. Okay, what is the distance between that C dash to A? This is C dash and this is A. Okay, what is the distance? That is 2 meters plus 2 meters plus 2 meters plus 2 meters. Okay, 2 plus 2, 4. 4 plus 2, 6. 6 plus 2, 8. 8 plus 2, 10. Okay, that is the distance between the C dash to A. Okay, that is the distance between C dash to A. Okay, that is the distance between the C dash to A. Okay, then substitute all the values in the formulas. Then we obtain DCB. Sorry, DCA. Then we obtain DCA is equal to 4.229. Okay, then we calculate DM. DM is equal to square root of DSA, DSB, DSC. DM is equal to square root of DSA, DSB, DSC. Then we calculate the inductance per kilometer per phase. Therefore, inductance L is equal to the 0.2 log E dm by ds. Okay, what is that dm? Dm is equal to the dm is equal to the 3.63. Okay, what is that ds? ds is equal to 0.2368. Okay, 0.2368. 3.63 by 0.2368, that is equal to 0.546 millihenries. Okay, this is the calculations of a inductance when the two conductors are arranged in horizontal plane. Okay, this the two conductors are arranged in the horizontal plane. Okay, suppose the conductors are arranged in that parallel. Suppose the conductors are arranged in the parallel. Okay, this is the parallel connection of that conductors, that is A, B, C, C dash, D dash, A dash. Okay, in that, what is the distance between A to A dash? Okay, what is the distance between A to A dash is square root of 4 d1 square plus d2 square. Okay, that is equal to square root of 4 d1 square plus d2 square. Okay, this is the distance between d1. A to B is the d1. This is the distance between d2. A to C dash is the d2. Okay, what is the distance between C dash to B? That is equal to square root of d1 square plus d2 square, d1 square plus d2 square. By using this same method, we calculate the distances or the inductance values. Okay, when the conductors are arranged in the parallel, okay, that is the distances formulas. Okay, suppose the conductors are arranged in the horizontal plane, then we add the distances. Okay, but when the conductors are arranged in this parallel, then by using these formulas only we calculate the distances between A to A dash and also A to C dash. Okay, by using these formulas only. Okay, by using these formulas only we calculate the dm and ds values. Okay, that is the difference between when the conductors are arranged in the parallel and when the conductors are arranged in the horizontal plane. హారిజంటల్ లో ఉంది అంటే జస్ట్ మనం సమ్ చేస్తే సరిపోద్ది. అదే మనకి ప్యారలల్ లో ఉన్నాయి కండక్టర్స్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు మనం యూజ్ చేసిన ఫార్ములాస్ ని యూజ్ చేసుకొని ఇండక్టెన్స్ వాల్యూస్ అనేవి మనం క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసుకుంటాం. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్, what is meant by the capacitance? How it will be affected in the case of a transmission lines? Okay, in the previous classes also we are already discussing about the resistance and also the inductance. Okay, next parameter is that is the third parameters, that is the capacitance. Okay, what is meant by the capacitance? Capacitance is it stores the energy in the electric field. Okay, the capacitance is it stores the energy in the electric field. Okay, what is meant by capacitance? Any two conductors are separated by an insulating medium constitute a condenser or a capacitor. Okay, what is meant by capacitance? The two conductors are separated by a insulating medium. Okay, by using the two parallel plates, in between the two parallel plates, that parallel plates are completely insulated by the medium. Okay, that is called as the capacitance. Okay, in case of an overhead lines, two conductors forms the two plates of a capacitors. Okay, in case of overhead lines, the two conductors means that is parallel conductors. Okay, that parallel conductors are acts as the two plates of a capacitor. Okay, Okay, and the air between the conductors behaves as a dielectric medium. Okay, in between these two conductors, air is there. That air acts as a dielectric medium. Okay, thus an overhead lines can be assumed to have capacitance between the conductors through the length of the line. Okay, therefore the capacitance will be placed at the total length of the transmission line. Okay, the two parallel conductors will be acts as a plates of the capacitor, acts as a plates of a capacitor, and the air acts as a dielectric medium in between these two conductors. Okay, then the total transmission line consisting of a capacitance. Okay, then the total length of the transmission line having the capacitance. Okay, this is the one conductor and this is the another conductor. Okay, this conductor acts as a one plate of a capacitance and this conductor acts as another plate of the capacitance. Okay, the capacitance is uniformly distributed over the total length of the line. Okay, therefore the capacitance is uniformly distributed over the length of the line. Okay, and may be rearranged as a uniform series of condensers. Okay, connected between the conductors. Okay, next, when an alternating potential difference is applied across a transmission line, when we are applying the some voltage to this capacitor, okay, when we are applying some voltage V to this capacitor, it draws a leading current even when supplies no load. Okay, even when supplies no load, it draws a leading current. When we are applying the potential difference, that means the voltage. Okay, when we are applying the voltage to this capacitor, then it draws the leading current. Then it draws the leading currents even when the supply, when there is no connection of the load. Okay, without connecting the load, also the capacitance draws the leading current when we are applying the voltage. Okay, that leading current is quadrature with the applied voltage. Okay, that's leading current is quadrature with the applied voltage. Okay, and is known as the charging current. Okay, that is known as the charging current IC. Okay, that is called as the charging current IC. Okay, when we are applying the voltage to that capacitor, it draws the some leading current. It draws some leading current even when there is no load. Okay, due to that leading current, that leading current is quadrature with this voltage. Okay, it is called as the charging current. Okay, it is called as the charging current. Okay, first of all, what is meant by capacitance? It is a two conductors are separated by an insulating medium. Okay, it is called as the capacitance. Okay, the two conductors are separated by a insulating medium. Okay, it is called as the capacitance. Okay, in the case of a overhead lines, the two conductors are acts as a two parallel plates of a capacitor. Therefore, overall length of that transmission line having the capacitance. Okay, normally the capacitance stores the energy in the electrical field. Okay, it stores the energy in the electrical field. Okay, when we are applying the voltage to that capacitor, it draws the some leading current without having the load. Okay, that leading current is quadrature with this voltage. Okay, that leading current is called as the charging current. Okay, that leading current is called as the charging current, that is IC. Okay, therefore IC is equal to 2FCV. Okay, where F is the supply frequency and C is the capacitance and V is the applied voltage. Okay, therefore IC is equal to the 2 pi F C V. Okay, IC means the charging current. Okay, the charging current is depending upon the twice of the supply frequency, capacitor and also applied voltage or applied potential difference. Okay, therefore the charging current is due to the capacitive effect between the conductors of the line. Okay, it will be depending upon the capacitance effect between the line. Okay, and it is not in any way depends on the load. Okay, it does not depending upon the load, only it depends upon the capacitance value. Okay, the strength of the charging current is depending upon the voltage of transmission line. Okay, therefore the strength of this charging current is depending upon the voltage of that transmission line. When we are increasing that voltage, automatically the charging current is also increases. Okay, the capacitance of the line and the frequency of the supply is given by IC is equal to 2 pi 2 FCV. Okay, where F is the supply frequency, C is the capacitance and V is the voltage. Okay, where F is the frequency of the supply and C is the capacitance and V is the applied voltage. Okay, if the capacitance of a overhead line is high, okay, that line draws the more charging current. Why? Because it draws the more charging current. That means that IC is depending upon the capacitance. Okay, therefore when increasing the capacitance value, IC is also increases without increasing the voltage. Okay, which compensate or cancel the lagging component. That means the reactive component under normal load conditions. Okay, hence the resultant current is flows in the line is reduced. Okay, therefore the reduction in the current as following these steps, that is the reduction of the line losses and so increases of a transmission efficiency. Therefore the line losses is increases and transmission efficiency is also increases. Okay, therefore the voltage drop or reduction and improvement of the voltage regulation. The drop of the voltage will also reduce and also regulation is improved. Okay, by using this method, the other advantage of this transmission line, high capacitance are increases load capacity and improves the power factor. Okay, by using the high capacitance, we improve the load power factor also. Okay, that is the main advantages of a this charging current. Okay, next coming to the electric field and potential difference. Okay, what is meant by the electric field? An electric charge causes the electric field around it, which theoretically extended. Okay, that is called as the electric field. If any charge is introduced in this field, okay, it will be attracted or replaced according to the nature of the charge and also the field. Field means the we are having the some electric field around that conductors also. Okay, we are having the some electric field around the conductors. Okay, in general, potential at any electric field is defined as the work done. Okay, is defined as the work done. Next of all,